Hello Gundam Seed fans, today we have some Converge figures. It's SP08, maybe Special Pack 08, I'm not really sure what that means. What came out in 2016 is of the Justice and the Destiny Gundams. So, let's see here. Ooh, that looks cool, but I think that's a Photoshop job. But it looks like it might be clear pink plastic. Some stats there. Oh, out of focus, hold on. Some stats there, stats there. Alright, okay. So this is fandom here. Let me focus on that. I think Catherine Zella was the star of the show. But anyways, he's piloting this Justice thing. I actually watched this. I don't remember much of it. It's just that Gundam series are very depressing, and I guess my mind wants to block it out. Like most of the people die in Gundam cartoons, it seems. Yeah, I'm not going to chew on that gum. That thing is old. Oh, well, this actually has some instructions, so we'll keep that handy. There's a lot going on here. Oh, so there's two figures. That might belong to the other figure. Yeah, this is this figure. Let's see if we can make it haul through this. So these foot stands are just horrible. They block a lot of view of the foot, or the legs. And robots generally tend to stand without them anyways, so it's really just a waste of plastic and money. Well, starting off here, let me get a different light angle here. We have nice foot details here, molded in there. Grooves, nooks and crannies. It's like a matte, I guess it's a pink color, but it's a dark pink color. Alright, then we have some matte black, some white. There's a little silver back there behind that knee. The hands are very silver, very bright. This one will hold a weapon, that's just a fist. The shield is nice, it's got some purple in there. And it pivots, so you can remove that if you want. And nice details on the back side as well. And so, yeah, you got some round pegs here. And does this come off? No, it does not. It's a separate piece, I think they glued it in place. So the torso is black and white, it looks like. The neck is like this silvery gunmetal. Alright, so that's that. The head is going to need this antenna. Oh, that head is cool. It's got a really cool blue metallic on it. But let me get this in first. So these are brittle. They will break, so be mindful if this falls off a shelf. You want to not have it towards the edge. Really cool metallic blue there. I like it. The eyes are translucent green, I think. They're so thin, but I think they're green. Alright. So a little silver gunmetal here on the side of the cheek. And, yeah, just a good head in general for typical stuff of Converge. Round peg, so we can get a little side-to-side movement, I imagine. Yeah, actually a lot of side-to-side movement. The weapon is standard fare, really. It's nicely detailed, not so bad. It fits the hand very nicely, very good, nice blending. So I'll just show you this silly thing. Look at that, it just covers up like so much of the figure. What were they thinking? And then look, it stands anyways. This backpack thing is crazy. I think this is called a... I forget already. That doesn't come off, but I think it was a separate piece originally. Maybe those are beam saber handles or possibly cannons. But it's got this same purple, black, and what's nice is the chassis is molded into that thing. They stopped doing that later on, which is a shame. It would be nice to have that all the time. Okay, it doesn't seem to transform or anything like that, so it just goes into the back, I imagine. This way, apparently, too. Or this way. Oh. I thought that is totally not what I was thinking. Yeah, the bigger rectangle is on the bottom. Maybe it goes in at an angle. Well, that's what it is. I thought it was going to go in horizontally. I thought this thing was going to be laying against the back, but nope. It's just a crazy jetpack on the back of this thing. Oh, look at this. This moves, I think. Like an... Oh, I thought it was going to pivot. That would have been cool if it pivoted like an F-14 fighter jet or something. But nope. Alright, well. Pop that back in. And then we have this tail thing. Now what's interesting is it has a slot there, but I'm sure it belongs right here. It's got some gold. And then like, what are these two slots for? It's almost like I want this character to stand on this, like in this image that I pulled up earlier. But there's no accommodation for that. Maybe it's in another bag. Let's put that away for now. See, so it flies on this jetpack thing, I think. Yeah, but this has nothing to do with it. Before I move on, the instructions. So that thing is going to transform. So I got to break this apart. These things come off somehow. Oh, okay. Like that, like that. This comes off. Even this silver piece comes off. Now what do I do? Alright. Those wing things have to come out. So now the right one is labeled R. That's gonna go to this bottom slot now. So the left will go to the bottom slot here. And now this thing, I see, goes on there. This tail thing still goes to the same place. And now, that's weird, the right still goes into the right side, so I don't know why it asked me to take this out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I just rebuilt the thing like it was before, minus that. So that's that stage. Weird. That's really strange. Okay, now this one. Let's try this one. Take the silver thing off. I see. Now this thing goes here. Put the gold up or down? I think down. Alright. And now these go into the front position. That's so close, it's like, why even bother? Alright, well that does definitely look like this flying thing. Oh, the wings can spread out. I think there's two peg holes in here. Or not, I don't see them. Why doesn't it feel those? I see those spread out. Oh, maybe it goes in like there. Hold on. Yeah, I guess it will work that way. Alright, so it's more like a vulture now. So, can this stand on it? Well, no. So that's kind of weird. It's just the way they pose their legs. And I guess you could sticky tack it like that. It'd be upside down, but... Alright. Well, I'm not going to pose this separately. There's no stand for it, so... I wonder if there's any other ways to do this. Well, this is pegged directly into this. Ah, the head got in the way. See, I was thinking I'd just do that, but nope. Last, maybe this. So now, this is kind of like a backpack now. Maybe it goes to the bottom one. It's so loose. I think like maybe some of the parts have shrunk. I guess we'll have to go back to the original state like this. I was trying to get it to sit flush with the back. This is the only way it seems to want to be tight though. No, you can't put that underneath either. Alright, back to the way it was. Now in this case, yeah, it is very back heavy. That's where the foot stand, I suppose, could help. But I'm just going to poster putty it to an acrylic disc. So it's interesting, the second robot is from a different series, Gundam Destiny. Maybe that's the one I've seen. I get them all mixed up with so many Gundam series. Well, anyways, let's get these open. And Shin Asuka is the pilot of this one. Here's a little blurb of text if you want to pause and read that. And I'm going to close this out and you can look at these photos while I get all these out of the bags. I think there's an option pack for these particular figures where the wings are light. These will be like clear pieces of plastic. Part of the feet details, it's okay. Actually, they're kind of plain, to be honest with you, compared to other ones. But it's all matte finish again. And then we have an off-white here, some gray, dark gray. The hands look like, well, this one looks like a separate hand. Yeah, I think it's got its own peg, so you can rotate that. And it's got this cool blue and gold armor piece on it. As you saw, that shield fell off. So a lot of these things, it looks like maybe the pegs shrunk or the holes. I don't think the holes would widen. I think the pegs must have shrank. This hand, also rotates, so that's nice. Yeah, so that just totally fell off. I want some poster putty in there. Nice paint. Look at that, 3 colors, very cool. Nice molded details. The head here, we have green eyes again. Yeah, as you can see, a lot more light bouncing around in there. Some green paint up there, red down here. And the antennae, let's see. Well, I guess that should stay put. Again, rigid. Be careful. Alright, not bad here. A peg on the head and a gray neck here. Now we have the chassis code right here, so that's cool. That shield fell off again. I gotta glue that in place. You can actually put the shield on the other arm, but I glued it in place already. There's also a peg hole here. We'll have to see if anything ends up in those. Some different color right here, which is nice. Little vents, red torso. There's a lot of color apps going on this thing. And there's a big metallic thruster back here. Yeah, more metallic thrusters. Some more venting. All in all, pretty nice. Yeah, also metallic elbows. So you can swap out that hand, and it's got the other hand already molded onto it. You'd think they would just have a grippy hand and you can pop the gun in there, but that's very tight. Looks like an RX-78 gun. Alright, let's see. Now we have this Mega Sword. Now, so that's nice and clear pink plastic. The hand's painted pretty well. Unfortunately, that's all solid, instead of air. So that's a very, really big sword, but maybe it's offset by the wings. So, look at this. These things actually do pivot a bit. But not the top, only the middle. Oh, the middle and the bottom. Yeah, the top is... I I don't know if there's a hinge in there. It looks like there is, but... This is rigid plastic, like a model kit, I think. Oh, it will pivot. Maybe it's a paint was stuck. But I don't think it's gonna pivot very much. Let's try the other one. Alright, well, they're labeled left and right. Gonna wiggle that in there until that cylinder rests on the backpack. I like how they're hollow there. That's pretty nice. Oh, maybe I should put these in here first. Are these weapons holders? Yeah, I think these just hold weapons. So this one, I assume gravity wants to keep them in place. We'll see. Alright. Doesn't want to go in. Alright. Very loose joints. Yeah, I'm gonna need poster putty for that. It's very loose. By the way, you can get pretty good side-to-side movement on this one as well. Alright, so now with that giant sword, it stands evenly. Yeah, let's see if I can move. Yeah, even with the sword down, so that's nice to know. So, unfortunately, since there is not an open hand, this has no purpose as far as being a weapon. And so they have a tab molded in, and that thing just gets stored here on the back. Maybe these should be down. It even says right, so R for right. Okay, so that stores like that or that. And then this should have an L probably. Yeah, it does have an L. Oh, maybe the handle goes upwards. I think so. Yeah, alright. Okay, well, I guess it's nice to have extra weapons even though they can't really be wielded. And besides, this weapon's the cooler one anyways. But as you see, it actually fell off. So that would be worth gluing as well, because there's nothing else you could plug in there, I don't think. This doesn't come apart, nope. Got a little crazy glue here. Alright, that should never come apart again. I almost think I should crazy glue these in there. Or at least poster putty. I'll be back. So I'm just covering out two other models here. This is Aegis, which is number 249 in the series. I don't know if they were from the same cartoon, but it's 249 in the Converge. And this is the Freedom Gundam. It's representing us like a really giant statue in China. They have a giant statue over there that looks like that thing, and so that's what that figure is all about. I think these are all related to some sort of Gundam Seed timeline, but correct me if I'm wrong. Alright. I don't know which I like the most, to be honest with you. They all kind of look the same to me. I find most Gundams to look the same. It's the Zeonic suits I like more. They have so much more variety. Alright, well, that's it for these. You can look those up, and they have separate videos about them. So, like I say, it is definitely a special pack. They are loaded up with a lot of stuff that you... It's just a lot of plastic, this one. That thing's huge. Even this one with that giant backpack, it's, yeah, a lot more than usual. So I can see why it's a special pack. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Converge video.